let's drop some notifications because this is a pretty random one. We streamed last night. Here we are again this morning, so we need to make sure we do drop some notifications over there on the Discord. While we're at it, let's also get these comments pulled up on my end over here. We always got a handful of things to do. There we go. Ghost is the first in the chat today. What's up, Ghost? Good morning, dude. Have you still not been to sleep either? Good morning, Ghost. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome. It's been a hot minute since we've actually done a morning stream, so I figured, why not? Why not? Olivia, welcome. Welcome, Olivia. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome. Today we're going to be talking about spot the worry, shut it down, repeat. Spot the worry, shut it down, repeat. So for the past few days, we've been talking about the rules of the game. Basically, you got to eliminate second fear. You got to eliminate worry. For the past few days, we've been talking about how that game is played, your only job, right? We've been talking about all that good stuff. And on this morning stream, I just kind of want to break it down into a bit of a what's a good way to put it? I want to break it down into some steps for you, like 3 steps. That's what I want to do. 3 steps. I want to break it down into some steps for you. Spot the worry, shut it down, repeat. So we've really been educating people here recently on the cycle and how this game is played and how you win this game, so to speak, right? But today we want to really break it down for you. First in a long time, hey, you got it. You got it. What's up, Ollie? AC, what's up? 2 streams in a day. Wow, yeah. This is one of those special days. It's one of those special days where we actually do 2 streams a day. So, special moment. Rita, what's up? Welcome, Rita. Jay, good morning, Jay. No, I haven't. I haven't been to bed yet. I haven't been to bed yet. It's not that time. It's not quite that time yet. We're getting there. We're getting there, but not yet. So I don't know. I was just kind of sitting around thinking, you know what? We haven't actually done a morning stream in quite some time, and every now and then I do like to do the morning streams. So I figured we'd knock one out today. I'm in the mood. Let's do it. Spot the worry, shut it down, repeat. We're going to give you some steps today. Keep in mind, guys, keep in mind, it's all the same. It's all the same at the end of the day, but when we do these streams, we come on here and we do these streams. It's just to try to make it as clear and as straightforward to you guys as possible. And sometimes when people hear it put into steps, so to speak, I'm not a huge fan of calling it that, but sometimes when people hear it put into little steps, it makes it even more clear. So that's why we're doing what we're doing today. Um, hey man, hey, hello, welcome. How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We'll get this thing going in just a second. Let's see here. We'll get rolling in just a second, my morning people. All right. Sanchez, what's up, dude? Rainy day here, love it. Rain is my favorite weather. Oh, what the fuck? I'm awake when you're live. What's up, Fu Man? Yeah, we don't often do the morning streams, but we do a morning stream every now and then. So I'm glad you could catch it. Random stream, but quite a bit of people over here didn't expect that. Oh yeah, yeah. We don't often do these morning streams, so. How do you not get tired? I do get tired, but see, the thing is, I didn't wake up until extremely late. So we did a stream last night, but I had just woke up like an hour or two before that. So here we are, the next morning. It's the same as if someone went through a regular day. It's just I'm on the total opposite schedule as most people. This is exactly the topic I need right now. Try not to follow my thoughts and make them shut up, but my brain is so overdrive and I have to rinse it. Well, you're doing it wrong. There's your problem. You're trying to make your thoughts shut up. I don't know what streams you've been watching, but we're not trying to make our thoughts shut up around here. So if you're trying really, really hard and stressing yourself out trying to make your thoughts shut up, you've been watching the wrong streams. So what we do around here is we don't try to make the thoughts shut up. That's an impossible and very stressful task. We allow the thoughts and feelings to be as they are. However, we don't add the worry to them, right? So what we've been saying here recently is if you've got these anxious feelings and these anxious thoughts and they get you to worry, then that's how you're losing the game. We don't say you need to shut these thoughts and feelings down. That's not your job. That's not your responsibility. That'll happen as healing occurs. That is not your job. And if that's what you're trying to do, it's no wonder you're stressed, right? It's no wonder you're stressed, dude, if that's what you're trying to do. So what we try to do around here is, and what we try to teach people around here is, when you have these thoughts and feelings, your job's not to try to shut them down. Your job is to not add worry to them. That is your job. So the thoughts can be there all they want. The feelings can be there all they want, right? We just need to shut up. We don't need to get them to shut up. We need to shut up, right? And allow them to make us uncomfortable and feel uncomfortable, and, because they will. But our job is definitely not to shut them down. Every second I start following again is what I wanted to say. Following as in worry. When we used to say don't follow your thoughts, that basically meant don't worry. Because when you follow a thought, what does that mean? That means you're tacking on the worry. You're worrying about the thought, right? So, yeah, there was a stream last night. I didn't get the notification. Leave it to the YouTube notification system to completely fail us every single time, right, guys? What time is it where you're at, dude? It is about 8 o'clock in the morning here. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get started. We've already got a full chat. Let's do it. Let's get this morning stream going. So, like I said, here recently, we've been talking a lot about how this game is played, how the way that you win this game is to allow yourself to be uncomfortable, to allow yourself to have these thoughts, to allow yourself to have these feelings, and not add the worry to them. We've been talking a lot about that recently, but today I just kind of want to put it into steps. I personally am not a huge fan of the whole 10-step program deal, but I'm just going to give you 3 simple steps today because, like I said, some people kind of like it put that way, so we're going to do that this morning. I've got wrote down here, spot the worry, shut it down, repeat. Okay, so let me be very, very clear. When I say spot the worry and shut it down, I'm not saying spot the thoughts and try to shut them down. That's a very stressful thing to try to do, right? There's a huge difference between trying to shut the thoughts down, because the thoughts are going to come one way or the other, right? You don't have direct control over that, so they're going to come one way or the other. So when I say spot the worry and shut it down, I'm talking about you. I'm not talking about the thoughts. I'm talking about the worry that you add to the thoughts. And that looks something like this. Let's say I get a thought that this bad thing might happen tomorrow. Or let's say I even get a thought that says, oh, this horrible thing happened in the past. Whatever, right? Let's say I get that thought, okay, and I start to open my mouth. And I start to say something like, oh gosh, that won't happen because of this and that, or oh gosh, yeah, but I didn't know any better, and blah, 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 and I'm trying to rationalize, and I'm trying to reason, and I'm adding all this worry, and I'm blah, 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 blah. That's what we've got to spot and shut down. So again, let me make myself very, very clear, because that's crucial. There's a crucial difference there. I'm not telling you to spot the thoughts and try to shut the thoughts down. That's a very stressful and impossible task. What I'm telling you to spot and shut down is the worry that you're adding to the thoughts or the feelings. It's the same thing. It's all very simple. It's the same thing. You have to spot, because sometimes that worry habit can be automatic, right? It feels that way. It certainly feels that way because it is so strong. So a lot of times when people first get started with this, they start adding the worry to these thoughts and feelings before they even realize what is up, right? So that's why I say you need to spot the worry, shut it down. So what does that look like? Again, let's give another example. I'm sitting chilling. We'll use a feeling this time. I'm sitting chilling. I've got the rapid heartbeat. It starts picking up. My nerves are tired, so they're popping off, right? They don't really need a reason to pop off when they're tired. I'm chilling. I'm minding my own business. Nerves decide to pop off. Rapid heartbeat, okay, starts to pump. It starts to go. What do I need to do? Okay, well, out of habit, I'm probably going to jump up in my head, because this is what got me sensitized to begin with, right? This is what puts you in the sensitized boat. Out of habit, I'm probably going to jump up in my head over that fast beating heart. You can apply this to your own symptoms. I'm going to jump up in my head. I'm going to say something like, oh gosh, this might mean a heart attack's coming. Oh gosh, I wonder if my heart can handle this. Oh God. See, out of habit, I'm immediately jumping up into my head and doing the bullshit. Out of habit, I'm immediately jumping up in my head with the symptom and adding the fucking worry. And the worry is what keeps you there. There's no other way around that. There's no other way we can spin that or turn that. That's just fact. The worry is what keeps you in the cycle. So out of habit, I got the heartbeat coming in. You can apply this to your symptoms. I jump up in my head. Oh, God, can my heart handle this? Oh, God, is this a heart attack coming on? Out of habit, I start adding worry, which is just second fear. That's all Dr. Claire Weeks meant by second fear was worry, right? Out of habit, I do that. But if I want to heal, the two main keys, I need to spot that worry. There I go. I'm jumping in my head, adding the fucking horse shit over these symptoms. Or maybe it's over the thoughts, whatever, both. It's the same thing. It's both treated the same way. There I go, doing that shit again. So I spotted it. There I go. Okay, now I need to shut it down. How do I shut it down? Okay, well, first I spot it. There I go. I'm adding all that worry. You know what? If it's a feeling, so be it. Give me your best. I accept the way that I feel. I accept however I feel, right? See, we're changing it up. We're cutting out the middleman. We're spotting the worry. We're shutting it down. We're changing to a mindset of acceptance. This takes practice. Let's say it's a thought. Thought comes in, I'm just sitting there minding my business. Here comes the thought that says, you might go crazy. Maybe I start worrying automatically out of habit. Oh, gosh, what if I do go crazy? Or, what could I do to protect myself if I do go crazy? Oh, I need to spot that, right? I need to spot that. So I spot that. Okay, I'm adding a bunch of worry to that thought. Okay, then I need to turn that back to, you know what, fuck it. If I do go crazy, I go crazy, right? And then what's the other part of the equation of the two main keys? Then I get back to living life. Whatever that is, I get back to doing it, right? And I rinse and repeat that, and I rinse and repeat that. Somebody says, point being, not following your thoughts in a situation where I start following them automatically every second is very difficult to collect myself that many times to stay on task. So, again, when we used to say, we don't say it a whole lot anymore. We try to mix it up a little bit. When we say don't follow your thoughts, that's basically just means don't worry about what thoughts come and what feelings come, right? So there was some examples right there, okay? So the thought comes, for example, I feel like I'm totally off track with this recovery thing. There's that negative intrusive thought, right? You're sitting there minding your own business. The mind says, you're totally off track. Okay, and out of habit, you jump up with the worry and you go, blah, 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 blah. You need to spot that. Okay, spot that. There I go again, down that path of bullshit. Okay, I need to shut it down now. How do I shut it down? By switching to an attitude of acceptance. Thought says I'm off track. I say, fuck it, I don't care, right? Fuck it, I don't care. Somebody says, but how do you not follow your feelings? So again, when we say don't follow, that simply means don't add worry to. Don't add worry too. So if you're sitting there and you've got these anxious feelings and you start to do the worry, this is the second fear. So if I'm sitting there and I've got anxious feelings and I get up in my head and I start going, oh, God, I don't want to feel this. Oh, God, I don't want to feel this. This is horrible. What can I do to make this go away? I've got to spot that horseshit habit, right? And nothing can do this for you. I can't do this for you. Nobody can do it for you. You got to make the choice to do this. I've got to spot that horseshit habit of me sitting there in the fetal position going, oh, I don't want to feel this. This is so bad. How do I make this? I got to spot that horseshit habit. I got to shut it down. Okay, so I spotted it, and now I shut it down by switching to an attitude of acceptance. And maybe I don't believe myself when I speak these words, but I'm going to do it anyway because I know how the game is played. So I spot the worry, I shut it down, and I turn into fuck it. Let these feelings do what they want to do. I'm okay with feeling this. And then I go back to living, and I rinse and repeat that. It's the same concept for both thoughts and feelings. There's no difference. You've got to cut the worry habit out, whether it's over your negative intrusive thoughts or the feelings. If the negative intrusive thoughts get you to worry about what they're saying, you're losing. If the anxious feelings get you to worry about what they're doing, you're losing, right? You've got to spot it, shut it down, turn it into acceptance, get back to living, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. Nobody can do this for you, and nobody will ever be able to do this for you but you, right? So you can sit around and worry about your thoughts. Every thought that comes, you worry about what they're saying. You can sit around and every feeling that comes, you worry about what they're going to do. But this is the reason that you're in the cycle. And no, it's not the easiest thing in the world to break this cycle, but it's definitely possible. It's definitely possible. You've got to spot the horse shit and shut it down. You've got to spot the horse shit and shut it down, right? I know it's not the easiest thing in the world. I know it takes practice, but each and every one of you are capable of it. Each and every one of you are absolutely 110% capable of doing what needs to be done. But you've got to spot it. You've got to spot the bad habit. When you start to worry about what the thoughts are saying, or you start to worry about what the feelings are doing, you got to spot it. Okay, you got to have enough self-awareness to spot it when you start to do that worry, and then you got to shut it down. Then you got to shut it down by doing the opposite of worry. So if I have a thought that says I might go crazy and I start worrying, oh God, blah, 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 I got to spot it, shut it down, turn it to the opposite of worry. Okay, fuck it. If I go crazy, I go crazy. If I've got a feeling, okay, and then I start worrying, oh God, something bad might happen because of this feeling, I got to spot that horse shit habit. There it is. Shut it down, turn it into acceptance. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to feel how I feel. I'm okay with feeling this. Even if you don't necessarily believe that at first. Even if you tremble at first. The worry habit is what is keeping you there, and it's what's continuing the cycle, right? And nobody can make, okay, nobody can make you do that but you, right? Nobody can do that but you. The worry is the fear, right? Somebody says feeding the fear with scary thoughts just makes anxiety grow. So what you're basically saying is when you add worry to all of this, it grows, and you are correct. But we need to cut out the middleman. So instead of adding the worry, we spot the worry and we turn it into an accepting attitude, and we rinse and repeat that and get back into living, right? Nobody can do that for you. Absolutely not. Nobody can do that for you. So a lot of people say, well, you know, I understand the concept. I get it. I don't know how to apply it. And I say that's a fucking excuse because you do know how to apply it. When I say that you've got to spot yourself worrying over your thoughts and your feelings and turn it into an accepting attitude, that's simple. None of you are stupid. Absolutely every single one of you can understand what that means. Right? There's no other plainer way that I can put that. When you start worrying about your thoughts and feelings, you got to turn it into fuck it, basically. You got to turn it into so what if that happens. You got to do this. So every single one of you know what needs to be done. So it's not that you have a lack of intelligence to understand that very, very simple concept. When you say that it doesn't work for you, for the, you know, the very small amount of people, because we have so much success around here, it's ridiculous, but for the very small amount of people that say it doesn't work for me, it's not because you're stupid or unintelligent or you can't understand it. It's because you're not doing it. Right? It's not because you don't understand it. It's not because you don't know how to do it. It's not because you don't know how to do it. It's just because you're not doing it. Right? Hey, Lewis. Lewis, thank you so much, dude. I'll address that in a second. It's not because you're stupid, because nobody here is stupid, and nobody here is unintelligent, you know, that unintelligent that they can't wrap their mind around. If you're worrying about your thoughts and feelings, turn it into a fuck it attitude. You know, if the thought comes, so be it. If it happens, it happens. I'm just going to let it be there. If it happens, it happens. Nobody here is stupid. Nobody here can't understand what I'm saying. You can, so don't use that as an excuse. When you say, like when we get those few people that say, it doesn't work for me, it's not that it doesn't work for you, it's because you're not fucking doing it. You're not putting in the effort. So when the feelings come and you sit there and you continue to do the worry and you're not even making an effort to turn that into, you know what, I'm going to be with it, I'm okay with it, I'm willing to feel this way. Even if you don't believe that, if you're not at least trying to turn that acceptance attitude there, if you turn it on, right? If you're not at least trying, you can't come and you can't say that it's not working because you're not doing it, right? You can't come to me and you can't say it's not working because you're not doing it, right? You can't. You cannot come to me and say, Wonder Bro, acceptance is not working for me. And then I say, well, what'd you do today? And you say, well, I had my physical feelings. I had some intrusive thoughts. I said, what'd you do about them? Well, I worried about them. I sat around and I went through all, why is this happening to me? And what can I do to avoid this feeling? I say, okay, well then shut up. That's the reason it's not working is you're not trying. You're not making an effort. You're not putting any effort in. How can I give you the skills and the tools to do it? But then you turn around and you say it's not working. I ask you what you did all day and you say I worried from dusk till dawn, right? And I say, well, what the fuck? What the fuck do you want me to do about it? You got to meet me halfway. You got to meet me halfway. If I'm going to give you the skills to do it, You got to do it. And I understand how it feels to be there because I was once that guy. I read the Dr. Claire Weeks book from front to back. I read all about acceptance. I knew about all of a second fear was it meant worry. I knew that I worried a lot about my thoughts and feelings. I had to spot that and cut it out. I knew all that. But I sat around and did the worry anyway, and then I'd worry about how acceptance wasn't working. Well, hello, wake up. Maybe it's not working because you're not doing it. Whew. And that's the realization that I made, and I finally got my ass in gear, right? So if you're making no effort to spot the worry, when you're worrying about your thoughts, what are my thoughts saying? Okay, I'm going to worry about what it's saying. What are my feelings doing? I'm going to worry about what might happen with them, right? If you're not making any effort, then why do you come to me and say it's not working? I don't know what the fuck to tell you. Start trying, right? Right? So, it's something you got to practice. And I say it out of tough love because I can sit here and tell you, you know what? Sugar, just keep doing what you're doing. Just keep the worry up. One day it'll work out for you. Why would I ever want to do that? I want to see you get better. I want to see you heal. I want to see you live the life that you deserve to live, right? I want to see you live the life that you deserve to live. So, at the end of the day, it might offend some people. At the end of the day, it might piss some people off when I kind of come at people with a little bit of tough love. At the end of the day, these things happen. People get offended. People get pissed off. People don't like the tone of my voice. People don't like the things that I'm saying. People don't like that I tell them that they're not, putting forth an effort. But, we can allow people to continue doing what they're doing. But if you really want to see people get better, if you really want to see people get better, then you have to let them know. You have to let them know the truth. You have to let them know that this is the reality of the situation. If you continue to worry about your anxious thoughts and feelings, the brain is going to continue to tell you that there's a problem where there's not, and you're in the cycle, right? So you got to put some forth of an effort. You've got to spot the worry, and you got to shut it down. You got to turn it into acceptance, and you got to make an effort, and you got to do that sometimes over and over and over again. Somebody said in the chat, who are the four trolls that dislike the video? Probably fucking, people that get offended and shit. They don't like, right? We're here to try to make healed people. We're here to try to help people recover. We're here to try to make people live a better life. We're here to try to get people to the point where they're not dominated by anxiety. So the people that dislike the video, the people that are offended, the people that don't like the tone of my voice, the people that think I'm just trying to be a douchebag, I don't care. Because we want to see people heal. We want to see people recover. And unless somebody holds you accountable for your actions during this journey, it might not happen for you. And I don't want to see it not happen for you. I want to see it happen for you. So if I have to come on here and say, look, if you're still worrying about your thoughts and feelings, adding all that second fear, if you're not making an effort to spot that, shut it down, turn it into acceptance, and live your life, if you're not making an effort to practice that, I'm going to tell you that it's not looking good, right? And sometimes that hurts some feelings. Sometimes that gets people a little riled up. Sometimes that makes people feel like I'm trying to underplay what they're going through. No, I know exactly what you're going through, and I know how much it sucks. But at the same time, I also know that you absolutely can heal. You absolutely can recover. You absolutely can live the life that you want to live. And maybe it's going to take a bit of, hey, shake up, wake up, maybe that's what it's going to take. And if that's what it's going to take, so be it. That's fine with me. And if during the process some people get a little butthurt over that, I don't give a fuck, right? Because at the end of the day, I want to see people do better. I want to see people do better, man. There's so many people here on the channel that have healed and recovered and live a better life. And I want that same thing for each and every one of you because I care, because I've been there, because I know how it feels, right? And if it's going to take you getting your feelings hurt in order to get you on board and hold you responsible for the choices that you're making, then so be it, right? So be it. You know, at the end of the day, we want to heal people. At the end of the day, we want to see people succeed. So again, guys, let's get back on track. Whew, I'm a bit out there. Let's get back on track. Spot the worry, shut it down, repeat. When you start to worry over these thoughts and feelings, you are keeping yourself in the cycle. You've got to spot that worry, turn it into an accepting attitude, and get on with life. Rinse and repeat this process, and your nerves will start to heal. Maybe not as quickly as you'd like, maybe not overnight, but they will start to heal. So, to my people that are with me, to my people that are with me, for the people that want to join all the other people here on the channel that have healed, all the people that come in here, we get them every single stream. People coming in here and saying, look, I'm living such a better life, I'm healed, you saved my life. For the people in here that are still struggling, that want to be where those people are, you've got to get on board. You've got to get on track, right? You've got to get on board. You got to get on track, because you can. You can be where those people are. But you've got to learn how the game is played, which you do now, right? You do now. And then you've got to actually put forth the effort. You've got to actually put forth the effort. You absolutely can be healed. You absolutely can recover. This is not your life. This will not be your life forever. But we've got to get you on board, okay? We got to get you on board. So for the people in here that are still there, that are still working on their recovery, if you're serious about this thing, and you want to get there, then let's keep you on board. Let's keep you on track, and let's keep you here with me, right? And for all the other people out there that are offended or taken back, the cursing's too much, I'm offended, don't yell at me, right? For all of those people, okay, I'm sorry you feel that. Actually, I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry at all, to be honest with you. But there's plenty of other avenues and channels that you can go to for that kind of catering. But I create healed people, is what I do. I don't create people that are being catered to. I create healed people on this channel. So feel free to go find somewhere else if that offends you. But if you're serious about wanting to recover, if you're serious about wanting to heal your nerves, stay right here, because I fucking got you. I got your back. Let's get you on board. Let's get you going. Let's get you your life back. Okay? Okay? And for all the babies out there, I'll go ahead and order a jumbo pack of pacifiers for you while you go find somewhere else, because here we create healed people. That's what we do. Okay? So, I'm sorry, but I care enough about people to want to see them recover that I don't cater to them 24/7. And you guys know me. At the end of the day, I'm a nice guy. I'm a good guy. The thing is, I know how your minds work when you're in the anxiety state. I know how your minds work. And I know that if I do too much catering, which sometimes I do cater, sometimes I do give reassurance, sometimes, I'm in a certain mood or whatever. But if I do too much of that shit, we're not getting anywhere. We're not getting anywhere. We're getting nowhere if I do too much of that shit. So, I know that there's a fine line between being a nice guy, which I like to think that I am, and giving people reassurance from time to time. There's a fine line between that and going overboard with that, and then you're not going to get healed people. You're just not. You're just not, because they're not being held accountable for the choices they make during the recovery. They're not being kept on board. And you're just serving as a way for them to collect reassurance, and that's it. Well, around here, we like to create healed people, so there's a fine line between that, and I try to walk that line. I try to make sure that we are creating healed people, and we are, and I want to make sure we continue doing that. So again, guys, spot the worry, shut it down, repeat. That was the main point of today's stream. Let's see, we got Lewis coming in with the $10 tip. Lewis, thank you so much, dude. I really, really, highly appreciate it, man. Let's see. I have lost. There we go. Found it. I highly appreciate that, Lewis. Thank you so much again, dude, for the $10 tip, man. We are 2 days away from breaking our streak record here on the channel. Let's see. Let's see. Who else we got? Did I curse too much in this one, guys? Should I not upload this one? Do you think it's too bad? You think it's too bad? Should I not upload this one? When we are babied by others because of our anxiety, it only makes you worse. It does in the end. It absolutely does. I love the way you knock it in. It's because I care. At the end of the day, it's because I genuinely want to see people get better. You're not doing them any favors by babying them. I agree. I've always appreciated your tough love, man. You wouldn't be so pissed off if you didn't care. It's true. It's true because I know that it can happen for anybody. Anybody can recover. And because I know that anybody can recover, it motivates me to beat it into your brains like, yes, you can. Right? Yes, you can. Same concept, Ray. You know, if we discuss the fear of anxiety doing to know how bad it is, that's the worry that's causing the anxiety you don't want to feel. It's all an ironic cycle. The worry that you do, I sit around and I worry about how bad anxiety can be. Congrats, now I've entered into a breeding ground for anxiety. Do you see the irony there? You are the source of it with the worry, right? The only reason it gets that bad is because we add the worry to it, the second fear. So it's all ironic at the end of the day, and how you treat it is a great big paradox. So I hope that makes sense and answers your question, Ray. Morning or night, everyone. Have a good day. What's up, John? Good morning, good night. Have a good day, dude. Appreciate it. I accidentally still left this up from last night. There we go. Yeah, so do you see the irony in the question though, Ray? We want to get you on track because we want you to heal, just like we want everyone here to heal. But do you see the irony in the question when you say, "Can we discuss fear of anxiety due to knowing how bad it can be?" Do you see the irony in that? Do you see how that is the worry right there? Do you see how that is the worry right there, actually? And do you see how that's the problem? I want to say thank you. It felt so good. That's awesome, Ghost. Congrats on your success, dude. Keep it up. Proud of you. I'm proud of each and every one of you. And like I said, I don't think I have to make it any more clear than I already have. But the reason that I get so worked up from time to time is because I do want to see you succeed. It's because I do want to see you heal because I know you can. And I know there's no need for you to stay in this place that you're in. And I know there's no need for this torment. I know that. And because I know that, it just kind of, sparks something up. Hey, Truth Speaker, thank you so much for the $10 tip. That puts us at 20 for today. Let's give a huge shout out, guys, to Truth Speaker and Lewis. Thank you so much. We are close to that 9-day streak. We are close to that 9-day streak. The channel record right now is 10, so we'll see if we beat that. Thank you so much, Truth. Thank you so much. I'm getting tongue-tied. Lewis, I appreciate it. Oh, hi. I just had lunch. Nice with a live at this time of day. What's up, Mint? Welcome. My setback been having these thoughts. It's hard. You will never recover. And I'm like, yes, it's hard. I don't care if I don't recover. There you go. Just taking the opposite approach to worry and just saying, I don't care. Instead of trying to rationalize with the monkey that lives in your head, right? You're just going to piss it off. When you add the worry, it's given something important, you're just adding gas to the fire. So absolutely, you're still on the right track, Pooty. And just because you're having ups and downs, understand that's normal. Understand that is normal. The more worry you do, if the feelings get you to worry, you're losing, simply put. And if the thoughts get you to worry about what they're saying, then you're losing there too, simply put. And I'm not calling you a loser, I'm just pointing it out because you're not a loser. Every single one of you can win. Every single one of you have it in you. Every single one of you can recover. Every single one of you are brave, awesome, amazing people that absolutely have everything that it takes to heal. You're not a loser, but you're losing at the game right now. If you're worrying about the feelings and what they're doing, if you're worrying about what the thoughts are saying, then you are losing the game, right? Mint, mint, mint coming in with the $20 tip today. Mint, thank you so much. That puts us at 40, man. That puts us at 40. We are 10 away. 10 away from the 9-day streak. 10 away from the 9-day streaks. Huge shout out to Mint, man. I appreciate it. Huge shout out to Mint. Huge shout out to Truth Speaker. Huge shout out to Lewis. Thank you guys so much. Let's show them some love in the chat. I appreciate it, guys. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you. Foo, your comment got held, but I got it right here. No, it's not too bad. I needed that because fuck, I want a better life, and that kick in the ass because I'm scared as fuck of that anxiety. So still a lot of worry, right? Which is the habit we got to spot, shut down, turn to acceptance instead, right? Turn to acceptance instead. So it's okay. Sometimes we got to give you a kick in the ass. That's okay. Nova's over here just woke up, so she's giving herself a nice shake. You probably could hear that. Uh, so yeah, sometimes we got to give people a kick in the ass, and you know, it's very obvious that some people do get offended by that. I get that. I understand that. Some people might feel belittled by that. Some people might feel like I'm trying to say they're not suffering. Some people might try to say, you know, a lot of things, and I get it, but I don't care, because sometimes people do need a kick in the ass, and sometimes the truth hurts. But at the end of the day, the truth is what's going to set you free. If you're still doing the worry over your thoughts and feelings, I mean, come on. I need to keep going. Yes, you do. Teresa, thank you so much for the $10 tip. Thank you so much, guys. Guess what? That puts us at tip goal. We're moving on to a 9-day streak. We are moving on to a 9-day streak, guys. We are 1 day away from tying our current record. So thank you guys so much for that tip goal today. Let's give a huge shout out to all of our tippers. Lewis, Truth, Instant, okay, Teresa, thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys. Seriously, I really do. I really, really, really do. Thank you guys. I can feel I've recovered and my intrusive thoughts stick around, but they don't cause any reaction, just sometimes really loud. Now I'm aggressive going towards them. So yeah, it's just some common ups and downs. It's just some common ups and downs. You have better days, and then some days everything's a little bit more aggressive, and that's okay. That's okay. As long as you remember your one job and your one goal, then that's okay. That's fine. That's fine. As long as you're sticking to your one job, that's fine. Your one job is to cut back on the worry. If you're doing that, it doesn't matter what's going on everywhere else. You let that sort itself out. That's not your job, right? So yeah, you know, again, obviously, some people, you know, get offended by more of these, you know, these aggressive type of streams. Some people get offended by that, and that's okay. That's okay. Kate coming in with a $5 tip, man. Thank you guys so much. Holy shit. I appreciate you guys. Fuck, thank you. Kate coming in with the $5 tip. Breaking tip goal. Breaking tip goal. Thank you so much, Kate. I really do appreciate it. I think of anxiety like a video game, so I make it a mission to just accept no matter what. That's a good way to look at it, until it inevitably goes away, because it always does, right? Then I laugh at my anxiety for not beating me. Haha, sounds lame, but works for me. I mean, if it works for you, it works for you. As long as you're not adding the worry, it doesn't matter how you look at it, right? Keep it going. Same here. My worry and fear are out of control right now. Set me straight, guys. Understand, not only is the worry pointless, futile, and doesn't actually change anything, but it keeps you in the situation you don't want to be in. It keeps you in the nervous cycle. So not only is it completely futile and pointless, but it also serves to keep you in the very situation that you don't want to be in. So you absolutely must hold yourself accountable. You absolutely must spot it, shut it down, change it to acceptance. If these negative intrusive thoughts get you to worry, you're losing. If these anxious feelings get you to worry, you're losing, right? So you absolutely do have to hold yourself accountable. You absolutely do have to hold yourself accountable, you know, and it's funny because I see it all the time when we do these streams where we hold people accountable, right? When we do these streams where we tell people, hey, you've got to take responsibility. When we do these streams where we're very in your face, and we don't do them all the time. We've been doing them a little bit more often here lately, but when we do these more in your face, here's the deal, here's where you're fucking up. When we do these types of streams, we see, okay, that we get more dislikes on these kind of streams than we do, but then again, we also get more likes. But my point is, we see that some people don't necessarily like to be told the truth. Some people don't necessarily like to be told, hey, it's not working for you, maybe because you're not doing it. Some people don't like that. Some people don't like that, and that's you know, it's obvious. It's obvious. And to that I say, you know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Why do I keep saying that? I'm not fucking sorry. I'm not sorry. But to that I say, if you want to heal, man, you got to take responsibility, right? That's what I say to that. I would say I'm sorry, but I can't be. I can't be sorry, because if you want to heal, you got to take responsibility. If you want to heal, you got to try. If you want to heal, you got to put forth an effort. So I would say sorry for offending the few people that I do, but I'm not sorry, right? Because if you want to heal, man, you don't have to like me. You don't have to like my tone of voice. You don't have to like the things that I'm telling you. But you got to understand that what I'm telling you is facts. Whether you like me as a person or not, whether you like my tone of voice with you or not, you got to understand that what I'm saying to you is facts. This has nothing to do with me. I'm just giving you the facts here. And if you want to recover, you absolutely have to take responsibility. And that's just the cold, hard truth of it all, right? That's just the cold, hard truth of it all. So you got to spot it. Spot that worry that you're adding to the thoughts and feelings. Shut it down. Live your life. Rinse and repeat. That's just cold, hard fact. And you don't have to like me, but if you live by that, it'll set you free, and that's all I care about. That's all I care about. I just want to see you not have to go through this pain anymore. That's all it is. That's all it is at the end of the day, chat. Hey, but seriously though, on another note, those of you who are here and those of you who support the channel, I really do appreciate it, guys. I really do. It means a ton to me. It means a ton to me. We're changing lives around here, man. We're changing lives around here, and that's what matters. So I do appreciate all the love, all the support. Thank you so much. Let's see. We did fix our music, so we can actually listen to some music. Let's get a music stream pulled up here. We got a short ad we've got to sit through, and then we'll have some music going. Um, okay. All right, there we go. We got some music going. I wish I remember the name of the person who brought me here. I'm also very grateful. That's awesome, man. I'm glad you did eventually find us. You're an awesome part of our community here, and we're happy to have you. We're happy to have you here. So I'm glad you found us. I'm a stone cold killer. I'm a billionaire. I'd rather die. Die. Have you seen Mr. Robot? Only 4 seasons, but it's one of the best shows I've watched in a long time. Great story, characters, acting, etc. I don't even think I've heard of it, to be honest with you. Yeah, I don't even think I've heard of that. I've been watching the Harry Potter movies here recently. I've never seen them before, so I figured I'd sit down and try to watch them all. I've been enjoying them. Been thinking here recently about doing a podcast. But see, the thing about a podcast is I would need people on it, right? I feel like that's what makes a podcast. I mean, if I get on here, right, and I do a video or do a stream rather, it would be like a live podcast. If I get on here during a live and title the stream live podcast and I just sit here and I talk like I normally do, then that's not much of a podcast. So I feel like if it's going to be a real like podcast type vibes, I'm going to need people to be a part of it. So my thoughts here recently have been to maybe get people on board for that, people that are a part of the community, right? Like just kind of tossing it out there. I don't know if it's going to happen. I don't know what the plan is, but if I do some sort of a podcast type deal where it's more of a laid back, relaxed, just casual discussion type thing, I would need people to be a part of it, or else I just don't feel like it'd be a real podcast. So I don't know. Just keep that in mind because if you're interested in doing something like that, being on it, I might throw that out there on the Discord and try to get some people together. So yeah, I don't know if you're out there listening to this right now and you think you might have some interest in being a part of a future Vacate Fear podcast, right? Then keep that in mind. We might do something like that. You know who I would like to do my first podcast with? Jesse. I'd like to do my first podcast with Jesse. That would be something else. That'd be something else. I found this channel by accident, or was it? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Please upload this one. I will. I will. Um, this one was a bit heavy on the cursing. I was really cursing up a storm this morning, but yeah, it'll be uploaded, assuming it gets uploaded correctly and YouTube doesn't do something weird with it. You guys think Jesse would make a good a good person to have on the podcast? You think Jesse would be good for it? I'd like to get Jesse on board for a podcast. I'd like to get Terry on board for one. Of course, it's up to them. It's up to them at the end of the day if they want to do that or not. But I got a few people I'd like to get on board with some sort of a podcast. And you never know if it goes really well, it could be like a reoccurring thing. It could be a reoccurring thing where we have the same person back a couple times. That's a good way to describe it, Mint. I got to go back and watch because I needed some straight talk today. You're gonna get it. Anybody who watches this stream is gonna get it. You're gonna get it. It was definitely a more aggressive, in-your-face stream. So if you go back and watch it, you're gonna get it. Your house situation sorted right now. For right now, I'm still trying to get what they call authorized or accessed to a certain account that's responsible for the mortgage, but you can still pay it, right? You can still pay it even if you're not like the sole authorized person. So still been paying it. But yeah, we had a big help from one of our community members. What was it, a month or two or so, guys? They really helped me out with some things. With a massive, massive tip that really helped me get caught up on bills. So far I've been able to manage. So far I've been able to manage. Yep, Darcy. Mint knows Darcy. Darcy came through about a month or two ago and really helped me out. And I was able to get caught up on some bills I was behind on, and which made it even more doable for me to keep up every month after, if that makes sense. So they came in, they caught me up, and then I was able to keep up with the bills following. So far they have made it doable by getting me caught up like that. They made it doable. So yeah, everything everything on my end starting to kind of die down. Everything on my end is starting to kind of get back into the groove of things, and hopefully we just keep it up from here. Hopefully we keep it up from here. So far I'm managing. I'm doing okay. Um, there's a lot more on my plate than there was before, but all things considered, I think we're doing all right. Not really any big news to share outside of that. Yeah, I still wish I knew who that was, man. I don't know. Still to this day, I don't know who Darcy is. But whoever they are, I mean, they made it doable, man. They got me caught up. They got me caught up. They took a lot off my shoulders, and made it doable. So I don't even know what a podcast is. I'm out of touch, I guess. So a podcast is it's basically the same as a stream in a way, but a podcast has more of like a laid back approach to it. It's more of a general discussion. Don't get me wrong. You can have a theme. Of course, if I had a podcast, the theme would be mental health, anxiety related. But a podcast is more like a group of friends that are just sitting around casually discussing certain topics, and you don't have to stay on the theme with a podcast. You can be a anxiety podcast, but you can get off on a bunch of different um, topics during the podcast. So you can look at a podcast as just a group of friends sitting around and having discussion. That's kind of what a podcast is. I gotta hear my song again, man. This song is so catchy. I honestly probably wouldn't have been able to if it wasn't for Darcy, Olivia, because if it wasn't for Darcy, I was going to be having to pay 400 just in electric every month. But since they got me caught up, which I didn't even know we owed a past due balance and that we were on a payment plan, but now that they got me caught up, I only have to pay what I use each month. So that cut that down like in half, 50%, which made it more doable for me to stay here. It basically made it to the point where my bills are now at the point where they're not ridiculous and undoable. Got me caught up. Yeah, it's kind of okay. Like the best way to put a podcast, especially if you're a little bit older, uh, if you've ever watched the Howard Stern show, that's a little bit extreme. But if you've ever watched like the Howard Stern show, which I'm a huge fan of the Howard Stern show, it's honestly my favorite. But if you've ever watched the Howard Stern show, which if you're older you probably have, that's kind of like a podcast. I mean, he's doing like a radio talk show, but at the same it's the same concept. It's the same concept. It's more of a casual, laid back discussion, just people hanging out. That's basically what a podcast is. It's an internet radio show. There you go. Die. Did it die? Did it die? So if you're interested in just having something to listen to like that, not that there won't be anxiety discussion, because there will, and not that there won't be anxiety advice on these podcasts if they happen, because there will. But if you want a more even casual, laid back type of vibe, where we get off and we talk about on other themes too, we get off the subject of anxiety all the time and we discuss other random things, then a podcast is probably for you. But if you just want straight anxiety advice for an hour and you don't want to have anything to do with other topics, then you're probably not going to enjoy any future podcast. I would like to do it though. I'd really like to do it. I'd really like to do it. I'm glad we got the music back. Yeah, I'm glad we got it working again. I always say Bo, man. I always say Bo, but then again, I always call him Gabe too. Hey, have a good day, Truth. Enjoy it. See, if I did a podcast, obviously I don't have these people that would be on the podcast here with me in person, so there'd be no point in doing video. So if I did a podcast, it would be like an audio podcast, streamed directly to the YouTube channel. So what we'd end up doing, what we'd end up doing is setting up a specific screen for an audio podcast. And then what I would do with the guests is I would have them join me. Um, Probably, I'm thinking we could do maybe a Discord call, is how I would do it. And then if I set the stream program up the right way, you'll be able to hear them, right? Everybody watching the podcast will be able to hear me, and of course they'll be able to hear the guest, right? And then we'll just go back and forth and we'll discuss different things, and that's what it would be. It'd be like a laid back podcast type of deal. I've always personally I've always enjoyed the radio talk shows. I wish I could get my hands on some music that's not copyright that people actually know of, right? But all this copyright free music, that's all I've got to work with. I can't play copyrighted music. So, I don't think we could do like little music breaks like they do on an actual talk radio show. Would be really cool if we could do that. But obviously I'm very limited on the music that I have available. Let's see. Music that is no longer copyrighted. List of copyrighted works entering the public domain in 2020. It's going to be all old shit. Here, let's see. I want to set up. I want to set up the podcast screen. Feel like I have no control over my actions. Sounds like worry. Don't know who I am or where I am. Sounds like more worry. Feel like I actually have gone crazy psychotic. Sounds like more worry. In a bad place at the moment. Don't know if you read this. So that all sounds like worry to me. We got to spot that and we got to nip that shit in the bud, because that's what's keeping you in the situation you're in. So to the thought that says, I feel like I'm gone crazy, we say, fuck it. If I do, I do. There you go, right? There you go. So you see, we got to spot all that. We got to spot all that. We got to make the effort. We got to spot all that. We got to turn it into an accepting attitude and get back into living life. And we got to keep that up, right? So it sounds like a lot of worry there. We got to spot it all. We got to make the conscious effort to spot all that, turn it into the accepting attitude, because that worry is just second fear. That worry is what keeps you in the cycle. So it's all one big ironic paradox. You've got to make the effort to spot all that. Let's see. It's going to take me a second. Hold on, guys. Okay. There we go. I want to set up, just in case we do an audio podcast type deal. Let's see. Hold on. I should also get the music back. It's a habit, Tom. Thoughts can come and go. Thoughts can come and go, but if you worry about what the thought is saying, that's all on you. Feelings can come and go, but if you worry about what the feelings are doing, that's on you too, right? So it's a habit. It's a habit. Let's see. How did I fix this the other day? There we go. Okay. There we go. All right. Let's see. We're gonna set up this. We're gonna do a rough draft. You guys are gonna be here for it. We're gonna do a rough draft of what this audio, if it happens, of what this audio podcast screen is gonna look like. It's gonna be a rough draft here. Let's see. I saved that at the wrong place. What's up, Kay? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? All right. So it'll be something like that. And then I need, okay, let me see. Ooh, hold on guys, hold on. That's gorgeous. That's fucking gorgeous. Man, I never sleep, man. What is sleep? What is sleep? What is sleep? I don't even know what sleep is. Oh, these are gorgeous. Oh, you're not late. I mean, well, technically you are late, but we're not doing anything special at the moment. We're just coming up with a rough draft here. I don't want to stretch the fuck out of this. Um, Goodbye. My hearing could compete with Daredevil's. I love it, dude. Hey, what's up, Purple? Trying to find something better than that. Let's see. Gravity. 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 We got to have an alert box, chat. Yeah. Oh na 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 na, oh na 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 na. Remove that. Remove that. I feel like we're getting somewhere, chat. You guys feel like we're getting anywhere with this? Na na na, oh na 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 na. I would say I'm thinking about asking a friend of mine to be my girlfriend. I'm anxious not about rejection, but if things don't work out, could we still be friends? Maybe not. Maybe not. Right? But you'll never know. You'll never know unless you try. So really, it's up to you at the end of the day. But you got to keep in mind the worry is not going to do anything. Right? It's all about that worry at the end of the day. Let's see. Hey, $5 tip, man, coming in from Kay. Kay, thank you so much. I did not expect to get a tip during this extremely boring part of the stream here where we're just setting up stuff. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Kay. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. know what every good podcast needs? I'll show you. I'll show you, chat. I'll show you what every good podcast needs. Hold up. Hold up, if I can find it. Oh, come on. You're telling me not a single one of these? Hold up. Well, maybe I lied. Come on. Thank you so much for that, Kay. I appreciate you. Every good podcast, man, needs fake plants. That's what every good podcast needs. That's a really shitty cutout. Whoever did that job, you did a horrible job. Thank you, Kay. Thank you. Thank you. If I could find a good one, man, that'd be great. Ooh, this might be it. There we go, chat. Every good podcast needs fake plants. Everyone knows this. Everyone knows this. Every good podcast needs fake plants, obviously. Obviously, that's what we were missing this whole time. I just need to clear my head. Hey, Jared, thank you for subscribing, Jared. Appreciate it, dude. There we go. That takes care of that blank space down there. Let's see. I think that's all we need. That's what we were missing, chat. That's what we were missing. I'm a billionaire. I would say my biggest tip to you, Mint, would be do not force it. Do not force it. Do not force it. If you want to be more chill, more relaxed in the moment without having to constantly be busy, don't try to force that practice, because the whole point of that practice is to not force anything out, to not force anything in. So if you're trying to rest your awareness on something in the moment, definitely don't do it by force or aggression. It's amazing. And honestly, Mint, the same concept of catching yourself when you add worry to your thoughts and feelings, turning it into acceptance, getting back to living, that is mindfulness. That is basically mindfulness. Have it another way. All right, guys. All right. We've got this set up, so hopefully we will be able to have some podcasts in the future. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up, ladies and gents. Thank you guys so much for watching, man. I really do appreciate it. And let's see if we can maybe get a podcast, rolling in the future, man. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching today's stream. I am going to go ahead and hang it up here. Probably get some sleep. And until next time, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting. Love you. Stay awesome.